Welcome to the Primetime 585 podcast. Shout out to our producer. I'm going to say it all the time. The best in five, Julio. And in back, we got boss man Sean making sure we look and we sound good. My name is Karen Iglesia, and I'm the boss lady. And we got Gerard, who works for me. LG. Lucky Gerard. Gerard, how does it feel to marry up? How does it feel to accomplish a goal that you know you don't deserve?
You're right.
Like,
I don't deserve this.
I knew. It feels good to marry up. Let's keep it real. Keep it frosty.
I'm going to keep it real. I am blessed and lucky to have you.
Oh, my God. Is something wrong? What is going on, people?
No, you're a great mother. You know, and that's the number one thing that a guy should look for in a wife.
Are you okay?
Is she going to be a great mother? You provide for us. You run and you do everything while running prime time, which requires like 16-hour days.
I feel like there's a but.
No,
there's no but.
There's no but. That's actually I'm going to be nice today.
Julio and Sean, make sure we save this for eternity. Listen, I want this one on repeat. I'm about to put this on my phone.
I would say.
Oh, here we go.
No. I think I'm a pretty decent husband. And I want to talk to do you agree?
I mean, I gave you an 8.
Okay, I'll take it. But you know why? And I'm going to talk to the women out there.
Oh, Lord.
If you want to marry a decent man, marry a Giants fan.
Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Actually,
no one is more loyal.
Julio is dying. We need to do a big screen. Julio is a Giants fan, our producer, okay?
No, Julio's a Pittsburgh fan,
but
he understands my frustration.
You're right.
Yeah.
If you do want a good man, marry a Giants fan, because nobody's more loyal than a Giants fan. For 30 years, he is still a fan through all the heartaches and headaches. That I do agree with you on. Let's get right into it, George. Hilton versus Victor. Some girls basketball. Can I first say this? Do not look at Victor's record.
Yeah.
Victor is actually much better than their record.
Absolutely.
Right? Much better than their record. Let's break this game down. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, Victor got off to a great start.
Well, the first lead was 3-2, Hilton. But what happened after that?
Then after that, Victor, they were up by as much as 13 points at the end of the first half. But Hilton slowly chipped away. And they took their first lead of the game with 14 seconds left since leading at 3-2.
Yeah. Now, first let me say this. Amelia Sloan, she had the tying basket, Gerard, and she had the go-ahead basket.
Yeah.
Is Amelia Sloan. She finished.
And she had a big steal to set up the game-winning basket.
Absolutely. And Maya Miles, the 10th grader, was ridiculous that game, right? She had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, only a sophomore, and she kept it together. Jaylee Esposito, she had 5 threes. All her points, she had 15 points, Gerard. All her points were from threes.
How many Espositos they got out there at Hilton?
Every Esposito could shoot, too.
Yeah.
They all could shoot. The whole family could shoot. So they were trailing by 13 points at the end of the first half.
And Ava Heiss had a nice game.
Ava from my youth council, she had a really good game. She had 13 points, 5 assists, and she's the coach's daughter, right? I love what she did. She made a shot, a 3, and I saw her daddy look at her like, which is the coach, like, you got to be kidding me. But then it went in. Yeah. It went in with a prayer, right? But Victor's Chumaserio, I think that's how I said her name. She finished off with, she nice.
Yeah, she's really good.
She nice. She finished off with 21 points. Jansek with 16 points. Pisano, who I believe is a lacrosse player, with 13 points, and Lennon with 11 points. Let me first say this. Hilton is 8-2. Victor is 6-4. But I'm going to tell you this, Gerard. Victor is better than their record. They are a threat towards the end of the year. Mark my words.
Yeah, they got a bunch of athletes on that team.
Absolutely.
And they could ball. They really can. They're going to be a problem for whoever they play.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go into Penfield Schrader. Now, this game, Gerard, Penfield versus Schrader. This game, unbelievable with this game.
Yeah.
This game, because remember Penfield, coming into this game, and Schrader have two of the best records.
Yeah.
Right? So Schrader got the win 64-52 over Penfield, right? So, Gerard, how many points did your girl have?
Kenyatta Hart, the 6'4", Eighth grader, 21 points, 21 rebounds, 10 blocks, triple-double, and she only played 3 quarters.
Yeah. She was unbelievable this game. Unbelievable this game. Avery Cronin, that's your girl.
Yo.
Talk about her real quick.
She can hoop. She's only in 9th grade. That's a young team. You got an 8th grader and 9th grader who are like really, really good. She could handle, she could shoot. She plays beyond her years.
And Kylie Clement had 10 rebounds and 10 points. She's always going to be consistent on that team. For Penfield, Rasmussen, she finished off with 17 points. These are 2 of the top teams in Section 5. Penfield moves the ball so well.
Yeah.
You love how they're well coached. Kenyatta was just too much of a force and too much height for that team. For that team. So let's go into Sutherland versus Fairport. So we did a lot of the top teams in basketball girls this week, and this is 2 of the top teams. Jordan, I'm gonna let you talk about this game a little bit.
Yeah, Fairport, were they undefeated? Or maybe lost 1, maybe.
But
they're number 1 in AAA.
And then Sutherland was number 1 in AA too.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're 11-0 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about this game.
Well, they was Sutherland. They built a good early lead, 32-19 at the half, and they really blew it open in the third quarter. They led 52-33.
Now, Maddie Littlefield.
I like her.
She was on fire.
Yeah.
She had 6 threes. I think she probably was like 6 for 8 from 3. She finished off with 24 points. Yeah. She's a stellar lacrosse player. Lucy Bush is just different. She just looks different on the court to me.
Yeah.
Lucy Bush looks different. You could just tell the girl can play. She's a straight up athlete. She had 18 points and 4 assists. And your girl, Petra Hunt.
Yeah.
Now, she is one of the biggest threats in scoring in Section 5. But when you key in on her, they have other players, right?
Yeah.
But she had 15 rebounds and 11 points. Usually she's in like 21, 22, 23 points. But when she was up to 22, 23, 24 points, she had 15 rebounds.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know what who this team reminds me of?
Who?
The Fairport boys. Because we talk about them.
Yes.
About how many great athletes they have who play other sports. And basketball is not necessarily their sport. Like Maddie, the ones we mentioned, Littlefield, Lucy Bush, Petra Hunt.
Petra's one of the best softball players, pitchers. In 8th grade, she was the starting pitcher for Sutherland.
Yeah, Maddie's an outstanding lacrosse player. Lucy Bush, soccer.
Yeah.
And does she play softball? I'm not sure, but yeah.
They're all 3-sport athletes.
All great athletes. Yeah, so that's why they remind me of Fairport boys.
There are a bunch of those athletes playing basketball. But congratulations. Sutherland remains undefeated on the season. They're 11-0, Gerard. Now let's get into some boys basketball. We got to go into the rivalry game. McQuaid versus Aquinas. It doesn't matter if they're playing Uno, if they're playing Connect 4, if they're playing whatever. It's always going to go down. So let's lead by saying we are McQuaid parents. Let me first say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you could say those games. McQuaid, Aquinas, those guys, big rivalry. Those schools are, So I would say it's more like playing Four Corners, Johnny and the Pony, or Hot Peas and Butter.
None of which I don't know. I don't know what you just said.
It's a good thing. Those are sadistic New York City games that we played as kids.
So he's from New York City, because I don't even know what Four Corners is. I don't know what.
I'm not going to encourage people to know about this one.
Okay. So talk about this McQuaid-Aquinas game.
Okay. It was a tie game with like 5 seconds left in the half. It was 24-24. Coach Roth made a good decision to make a substitution. He put in Krishan Jordan.
Yep.
And he buried a 3 at the buzzer to give them the 3-point lead.
A 30-footer.
Yeah, 30-footer. Gave him a 3-point lead and momentum going into the locker room at halftime.
Real quick. Gerard, when you coached, that was one of your biggest pet peeves. For people that don't understand. So Coach Iglesia, coach basketball, retired from School of the Arts as a coach. Your biggest thing is control the end of each quarter. It was hard to get a 3 off when you were coaching, because that was a major thing, because you never want to give the other team momentum. Yeah. And that's what happened. Go ahead.
Yeah. Although it was off of a free, they got a free throw, so they got fouls with 5 seconds left. So not, they generally close out quarters, but I still see that, and it still bothers me.
I know.
To see these guys not shooting with 13 seconds left in the half.
Wait till the
end of the quarter.
last shot.
Yeah. So anyway, Aquinas, third quarter was all McQuaid.
Yeah.
All McQuaid. And and then Aquinas, they played hard in the fourth and got it within 3 or 4. But McQuaid, they pulled away for the 56-43 win.
Now, C.J. Nicholson, he's only a 9th grader. I like him.
Yeah.
He had the first 9 points in the first quarter. He gave McQuaid a huge start.
Yeah.
So he had, he finished off with 13 and I believe 13 and 8. I mean, that Andrew Jurensky, he's a senior, big. He can score inside and out.
Yeah.
A big threat. I would always say McQuaid is a team always that you just don't know what you're going to get. You can't look at their record. Coach Roth does a really, really good job with them.
Yeah.
And they got good pieces. Me personally, I like Jeremiah Myers.
Man,
I
freshman
like him.
point guard.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog on defense. He could get in the lane. He's got a nice handle. He could shoot it. Only 9th grade. I mean, there's some young kids.
Yeah,
in Section 5. Yeah.
CJ's a 9th grader. Jeremiah Myers is a 9th grader. And they got some senior leadership and some older one. Gavin Vanderwall, huge 3 to seal the game for this young man.
Yeah, he can shoot it. Yeah.
And he's also a football player. Isaiah Meade Jackson, solid guard. He made some nice passes, solid defense from this young man. Nick Follett, very scrappy.
Yeah.
He a scrappy player, comes off the bench, and there's some depth. There's some depth in the bench. Yeah.
I want to shout out Braden Woodard.
Weird. Yep.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt, and he hoping to get back for the playoffs.
Them Woodards, man.
Yeah.
That's a family of basketball players. Yeah. But let me talk about Aquinas real quick. Aquinas is young. They're very, very scrappy. They're young and scrappy, right?
I want to add this. Sometimes they make and it's probably because of inexperience, because they're young. They make the game harder than it really should be.
Okay.
And I think once they understand that this is not diving, where you get extra points
for order of difficulty.
Yeah, for the degree of difficulty, then they're going to be okay, because they try some really tough shots.
Well, they got Frankie Burgess, who's a senior, football standout. Carson Allen is a golfer, but he's quick. He's a skilled shooter. Tough guy. Yeah. He's a small guy, but he's tough.
He's tough, yeah.
And Carson talk. Don't let Carson fool you.
Yeah.
Carson talk. They have Max. I like Max Blackwood a lot. The Blackwood family. He's going to be very, very good. I want to see him get the ball more.
Yeah.
I want to see him more in the mix.
Because he's one of the best players, and he doesn't.
Yeah, I got to see him, and they got Tristan Miller. I would like to see him get the ball a little bit more.
Tristan Miller's also a freshman, and he's going to be tough. Little quick guard.
Yep. So let's go into this Kenesteel Greenwood Jasper Troopsburg game. So we got in our prime rider. Shout out to Bob Johnson for the car, because listen, it was by the Pennsylvania border. Jasper Troopsburg is the second closest school to the Pennsylvania border. Past them is Addison, which is the final school in Section 5. So Section 5 has 131 schools in Section 5. It took us an hour 47 to get there.
And that was just on a snow day.
That's on a snow day. Yeah. Right, an hour 47. And I know we walked into the gym and they're like, are they really here? Like, who does this? And when we say we cover all of Section 5, we mean that.
Yeah.
We're not just saying that. We cover all of Section 5. And Jasper Troopsburg and Kenesteel Greenwood, they are actual neighbors, right? Yeah. They are neighbors. They're only like 12 minutes apart. And they're kind of like rivals, right? Let's talk about this game, because this game was all one-sided.
Yeah, Kenesteel Greenwood, according to Max Preps, they're the number 4 team
in New York State.
In New York State, Class B. Jasper number 11 in Class D.
Yep.
Okay. This was all Kenesteel, which kind of makes sense because
they are a
much bigger school.
Yep.
And
Carson Chafee.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Carson Chafee.
Yeah. He's one of the best players in Section 5.
It doesn't matter by class. It doesn't matter. Yep. I think he could get some Monroe kids Monroe County kids. Yeah.
I know all the D3 schools up here are after him. But he did a lot of damage on the inside, although he could definitely shoot it from the outside. Excellent passer and rebounder, and he had 33 points and 20 rebounds. Ridiculous numbers.
And can I say something? What I noticed about him? He's very unselfish.
Yeah.
I like that about him a lot. He's very, very, very unselfish. And then you have I think their brothers, Kevin and Thomas Sirianni. They bring that senior leadership to the team. Thomas runs the offense. Both are skilled and they could shoot the ball. But my guy is Jack Beers. Jack Beers, Coach Beers' son, he's only an 8th grader, right? That's, and he can shoot the ball. Yeah. He's very skilled. He's very poised. He's not too big moments for him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, being a coach's son is an advantage, because you're always talking basketball in the house with your dad. In the car. I remember when Ant was like 8 years old. It was the 2009 playoffs, Celtics against the Bulls. It's closing seconds, and Ben Gordon hits a tough shot to win the game. And everybody's going crazy. And Ant turns to me. He's 8 years old. He goes, "That's because Paul Pierce, he crossed his feet on defense. You're not supposed to do that." I was like, holy cow. And then they showed the replay, and sure enough, Paul Pierce crossed his legs.
Because your guys are always in coaching mode.
Yeah.
They're always in coaching mode.
Yeah.
But
James Smith, the third. Yeah, he's a player. He's athletic. He can get to the basket. He's always in the right spot, underneath. He got a lot of easy baskets. Chafee found him like 3 times, and he hustles. I mean, one play, he took a shot from the left short corner and rebounded it on the right side over like 3 players.
Yeah.
Yeah, real athletic.
All right, so guards, James Ainsworth, Braylon Lawson, Nolan, is that Valerius, they have Biggs London. This is Jasper Troopsburg, Xavier Rumchuk. Good chance they go some foreign sections for their Class D, where they are in Class D.
Yeah.
They're playing Fillmore on Monday. Fillmore is number 1 in Class D.
Canastillo Greenwood is
playing. Yeah. So early in the year, Canastillo Greenwood lost to Fillmore by 3 points.
Yeah. I do want to shout out Jackson O'Brien from Canastillo Greenwood. He played well. After I looked at the game, I reviewed the game, and we always said one of the reasons we started Primetime was to highlight people who don't get that much press, but they do all the little things.
Yep.
Jackson's that guy.
Okay. All right, Jackson. Coach Iglesias, you're that guy. All right, let's go to UPrep versus East. We did this game last night. Woo!
Man, good game.
Great game between 2 very athletic teams. UPrep, was up 12-2 at the beginning of the first quarter, Gerard, killing East on the offensive board. East is East, however. They're coached by one of the best in Daryl Barley. Yeah. So guess what? They're going to be dogs. They came back. Close game until the end. Let's talk about this game. First of all, Gavin White. Talk about this game, Gerard. Talk about this game.
Okay. Gavin White is the best athlete probably in Section 5.
Yes.
He's a D1 athlete in football, basketball, and track, the high jump. Where as a freshman, he high jumped like 6'9" with like virtually no practice. Coach just said, "Okay, can you come and jump?" And he did that.
He did that,
which was the best jump in the country.
Yeah,
with no training.
None.
He had. Now, I love you, Gavin, and the whole White family, but he had the most horrible, amazingly great game
you've ever seen.
I've ever seen, because he knows he didn't shoot the ball well. He had a bunch of turnovers.
Missed the dunk.
Missed the dunk.
Missed 2 free throws, and then guess what happened? He comes back and make the 2 critical free throws.
But
make some good shots.
Not only that, his athleticism allows him to, defend like nobody else. He makes plays nobody else can do, except maybe Noah Mebon.
Yeah.
And he's just fun to. And he's the only person I've seen this year who his quickness made me go, whoa.
Yeah.
There's quick guys out there, but he's different.
I like what you said. He had the most horrible best game you've ever seen. Yeah. I hope Mr. White don't take that any which way and can't come at you, but I know what you're saying, and I'm sure.
And he knows what I'm saying.
Yeah, he knows what you're saying. He really is so different. He's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
He's like, his athleticism is off the chains. Him and Noah Mebon is the most athletic people in Section 5 basketball. Yeah. By far. UPrep got guards, Javion Sampson, love him. James Willingham, Demetrius Walker, Biggs, they got my Sean White, JaVale Neal. Look for them to go far.
Yeah.
They're better than their record.
I think they have a really good shot at least the finals, the very least.
And East, Zion Parsons is going to be Zion Parsons, right?
Yeah.
Xavier McDonald, Norm Simmons is young, hungry, dog, Tala Ali, Jalen Gray, also young, Biggs freshman Jeremy Quinn, Eric Chunky Jones.
He played great.
They bounced off of him yesterday. They will be a problem in sections. Tough schedule, though.
Yeah.
They got UPrep, Victor, Fairport, Niagara Falls. But I like what Coach Barley did. This year, they stepped up their schedule.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's go into Monroe versus Webster Schrader, Gerard. Monroe came into the game at only 4-1. Remember, they are behind everybody else, y'all, because they're the football coach is the basketball coach. So after the first quarter, they're in full control. Talk about this game more.
Yeah, they were in full control. He was up 19-6 at the end of the quarter. Grew the lead as much as 24-6, and it looked like a blowout. But Navarian Patton from Monroe, he was on a roll with his shooting and passing.
Yeah.
But then in the second quarter, Schrader started knocking down shots. Eric Stockmaster, he had 3 threes from deep. Sam Nick, he was scoring from everywhere, inside and outside. Alex Partnicki made some big shots. They went on a 21-9 run to cut it to 33-27 at the half.
Wow.
And then they actually led 44 at 43 after the third quarter. But Monroe's defense,
they're dogs.
yeah, they got some dogs.
They got some dogs. John Hardy. They got Jordan Rice. They got Anthony Amoeba, strong football player. Football, he's strong. He's a dog.
He's always in the right place at the right time. He got a lot of easy buckets.
And they spread the love, right? Patton with 16 points, Rice with 14 points, Amoeba with 12 points. But I'm just Anthony Amico for Webster Schrader, solid all-around player. He's a BMX biker, you know that, Gerard?
Oh yeah, really good. Right?
Very good,
Yeah.
like national type of.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Monroe. They move on to play. They got some tough games also. The end of this, this week. So they got some tough competition. Okay, we got to go into Jack Reed. This is Jack Reed Track and Field by Coach Johnson, who's on our team. So, track and field, we are here, baby. We are here, Coach Johnson's segment.
Richard.
Coach Richard Johnson. Lots of talent was at the Jack Reed, Gerard. But he wants us to talk about Noah Collins Howard. So this is Jack. The Jack Reed is the top track and field competition. It's the first real big one, right? Noah Collins Howard had the meet record in the 55, Gerard. The Rush Henrietta Sr. is a wide receiver, for you know that. Number 2 in Section 5's history since 1994 with a 6.33. That's what he ran.
Yeah.
The fastest time since the record was broken in 1994. Broken by Marshall's Jermaine Holloway. Jermaine Holloway ran it in a 6.31.
Whoa.
Yes. So this is the first full season back for Noah. Also, he's just a dominant athlete.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's the best time at the Jack Reed.
Yeah, the
not
Jack Reed.
necessarily Section 5.
And then, real quick, because we don't run out of time, Franklin had the fastest girl, in Kamara Lane from Padilla Soda, World of Inquiry, 55 champ, the fastest girl in Section 5. She is, and in New York State, she's number 2 in New York State. And then, Fairport girls, they are their relay team, Gerard.
4x200.
Yo, Coach Johnson wishes Gabby Ross the best, but they are also one of the top relay teams also in the nation. So we just want to make sure that we understand that. Though the Jack Reed meet had the top 4 boys, before we end this thing, in the 300 face-off. That's the top 4 is Brennan from East Rochester, Will, Ben, and Xander, right? They're the top in the 300. So we wanted to make sure we acknowledge that. Xander Bolt, Ben Rizzone, Will Vitale, and Brennan Ingram, they faced off with each other. But congratulations to Harper Capuano of West Irondequoit, the long jump and the triple jump champion. Okay, let's go into Mercy Pause Up real quick. We don't have a lot of time. We're running out of time. Mercy Pause Up happened this week, Gerard. Couple teams. We have Keshiqua, Byron Bergen, Campbell Savonia, Geneseo, Friendship, Attica, Wayne. What other teams we got?
Wilson, Batavia, Victor, Canandaigua, Hilton, Churchville, Chi-Light, and Webster Thomas. With Mercy doing
the host.
They were.
They're the host, right? But Hilton came up with the win. They do the hit.
Woo.
They hit 0. they were a ridiculous
They
routine.
were by far the best team out there.
Not only were they by far, they were the most choreographed. They didn't have no flaws. They didn't even wobble when they were up there. They didn't even wobble.
Everything was so clean.
Everything was so clean. So congratulations to the Hilton girls. They are the grand champions, Gerard, of the Mercy Paws Up. And I want to shout out my Wilson Wildcat girls that you see over here. I'm a graduate of Wilson. They came in and they did they have a big team now. So I just want to shout that out. Okay, we got to go into Gerard's pick. Gerard's pick. Go ahead, Gerard.
Mine is Kaylee Brunson from Hilton Varsity Cheer.
Okay.
Now, she's been cheering since she was 5 years, since she was 8 years old. She's a 5-year member of the team, varsity. She's a member of National Honor Society, Student Council, Executive Team, French Honor Society, and the IB program is one of the most rigorous programs you can be in academically. She volunteers, she does all the things. But 2 days before the competition, she's the captain of a great cheerleading team. She got injured and broke her foot, and so she was out of the competition. And she's also, and they're also heading to Texas
for competition. So in the video, you see her cheering.
Yeah, in gray. She's one in
that's
gray.
her and the one in gray. Although she had a broken foot, she still came and just cheer her team on. I love that.
Yeah.
I love everything about what you're seeing in this video. What you're seeing in this video is resilience and her understanding that although she's not cheering, she's a part of that team.
Yep.
So congratulations, Miss Brunson. You are Gerard's pick. Now Karen's pick. My pick is the entire wrestling for girls wrestling for Section 5. That is my pick, Gerard. Congratulations to Webster Schrader, Webster Thomas. They are the Webster Lakers wrestling team are the winners. But I want to shout out a couple of them. Jasmine Bricado. She won the 107-pound category. HFL Alexander, 3-time winner. And Lucy Hahn of Aronicoit, the 120-pound one. But Canandaigua was stellar.
Yeah.
Riley Ferry, Lily Fogarty, Jocelyn Lamb, Janiyah Simmons, Michaela Irby. I want to shout out the entire girls wrestling program for Section 5 at the counties. That is my pick. Girls sports, we are taking off, baby. And around Section 5, let's get into it. Around Section 5, as we end our segment here, and since Gerard is not going to tell me how perfect I am, because I've been listening, I don't understand the abuse. But for around Section 5...
I'm looking for a good dinner tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Around Section 5, real quick, guys, big match tonight. The number 2 versus number 3, Gerard, in swimming. You're not paying attention to me, right? The number 2 versus number 3 in swimming we got tonight.
Yeah.
It's Penfield boys versus McQuaid boys.
Yeah.
It's going to be the closest one. But what I'm going to talk about is real quick as we end is the brothers. Those brothers are going to play the national anthem tonight before they dive. The diving brothers. So we have a surprise for everybody. So tune in and thank you for our producer, Mr. Julio, the best in the 5. Shout out to Sean in the back and from Karen and LG. That's it.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.